Hello, Bucks fans. This is Real Bucks Talk. We're back again with another video, and today I want to talk about the topic that is Jackson Powers Johnson, the former Oregon center. As you see there on the screen, I think he's gotten a lot of hype around Bucks social media, just in draft in general. Obviously, when you look at the Buccaneers, one of their needs is going to be interior offensive line. We don't know what's going to happen with the left guard spot. You look at, center as being a potential upgrade option as well. So there's been a lot of talk about, you know, Jackson Powers Johnson as a potential draft pick. Now, again, for the Buccaneers at pick 26, there's a lot of talk that he's just not going to be available, which could very well be the case. But I want to look at why I think there's a strong chance he is there at 26 because, again, interior offensive linemen are just not valued as much as other positions. And, you look at the draft from last year, yeah, you could factor in Peter Skoronsky as an interior offensive line pick. But again, I just feel like in this draft, there's going to be other positions that are going to be more valued. Pass rusher, always, receiver, corner, offensive tackle. I think is going to be big emphasis, and obviously where the quarterbacks go. If there's more quarterbacks early on getting picked, then obviously that helps the Buccaneers to that facet. But really, the first interior offensive lineman that was selected last year was at pick 38 with Matthew Bergeron, and then Joe Tipman, and then you get later down to Cody Mock for the Buccaneers. So I think there's a possibility. I would put it at like 50-50 that he's there at 26. But I mean, again, the hype is real. Fennell on Twitter, compared him to Ryan Jensen. So, I mean, again, standing at 6'3", 330 pounds, he can play all spots, right guard, center, or left guard. And, obviously would be a huge addition for this team because I think he's pretty solid. I think he's a level above the other interior offensive linemen when you look at it. He's just really clean in his game. Can do everything that you want from an interior offensive lineman. So I guess the problem with that is you have teams ahead of the Buccaneers as far as Pittsburgh, Miami, Dallas. You can even go as high as Seattle at 16 that could use offensive line help. So that's where it comes into play. Again, we'll have to see how free agency pans out, see what these other teams do. But I think there's a good chance that he could be there available. Um, and again, looking at other positions. Now, if he is selected ahead, then obviously that pushes down another player at a different position to the Bucks at 26, whether that be pass rusher. I know Chop Robinson, defensive line, even like a Brian Murphy from Texas, or maybe a Dwayne Carter. All these guys that could be in play. I know Graham Barton is getting a lot of hype now as the Buccaneers pick, and rightfully so. I mean, he's a good player. He could shift in at left guard and really be stout for us. But just looking at Jackson Powers Johnson again, really good prospect, complete, um, good, good character, good attitude, plays hard, plays, past the whistle. So he gives you that nastiness that you want up front, and very consistent as a player. And again, later in the week, probably this week coming up, we'll have a film study on him finally to really dive into his tape at center and what he can provide, for the next level at the NFL. So, but just wanted to talk about that. I think there's a good opportunity that he could be available at 26, and it would be very interesting to see if the Buccaneers pull the trigger, which I would expect they probably would. Just looking at the depth chart, that is probably one of the high team needs, which is interior offensive line. And again, other needs, especially on defense, I think, defensive line, edge rusher, and then defensive backs, is going to be in play as well. So But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, lots to take place in this offseason, starting with free agency, and Buccaneers could, attack that need in free agency as far as interior offensive line, get, a cheaper veteran that could come in and plug and play. That way you can focus on other positions, to help, round out your team. But we'll see. Let us know what you guys think. Hit that like button. Comment down below your thoughts on Jackson Powers Johnson. Do you think it's a possibility he could be there at 26, or do you think it's no chance? Just let us know what you guys think. We'd love to hear the comments and thoughts that you guys have, and appreciate all the support. And with that said, until the next one.